Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to calculate the length of time between two dates using the DATEDIF function. So often I see people calculating the length of time between two dates by doing subtractions, which is fine. That will give you the length of time in days between two dates, like you see on the screen here. But once you start trying to roll that up into months and years, it becomes a bit awkward, becomes a bit difficult. As with everything in Excel, there are several ways to do this, but the DATEDIF function is what I like to use and one of the easiest. So it's an older Excel function, it still works, but isn't necessarily supported anymore. You'll see what I mean when I start trying to type the function in, and it is unsupported, it doesn't talk you through it. So I'm going to do that exactly. So in order to calculate the days between two dates using the DATEDIF function, we're going to start the formula as normal. You can see it comes up now, and we need to point towards our two dates, starting from the date from, the oldest date, the date to, and then in speech marks here we're going to put a D for days, and you can see that matches the classic subtraction, the classic method exactly. Okay, so you can probably see where this video is heading. To calculate months using the DATEDIF function, we're going to do exactly the same thing again. The date from, the date to, but this time round an M for months, and say there's 191 months between these two dates. Send that to the bottom, and those are all your dates. And finally we'll do that for years. So again, DATEDIF, selecting your from date, your to date, a Y for years, pop that to the bottom, and that's your basic DATEDIF. So there's 15 years between those dates, and so on. We can test that's correct, as this is the year column, these are both 2019, 0 years different. Now let's look at a practical example of where you might actually use a DATEDIF function, and a really common case is finding out somebody's age. So here's a list of people you may recognize, and what we're going to do is nest a today function in the DATEDIF function to find out how old these people are. So just an example of the today function is equals today, open brackets, close brackets, and that returns today's date. That's the date this video was made on. So let's try that alongside the DATEDIF function. So equals DATEDIF. This is going to be the date of birth, similar to our from date in the first example. We're then going to nest in the today function, and we'll start off with days, so the D for days, and there we go, 17,942 days between those, that's the age of Luke Skywalker. Okay, let's do the DATEDIF and see how old Luke Skywalker is in months. So date of birth, nest in the today function, and now we're going to go for months. 589. Brilliant. And a good little check here, we can still see Bilbo Baggins is 2 months, so it's about 2.5 months between today and this date, so 2 months it gives us. And now the age in years, do exactly the same thing as we've been doing. Nest in the today function, years, 49 years between 1974 and where we are today in 2023. Okay, so that's how to use a DATEDIF function and a practical example of how to use that and where it might be useful. As always, thanks for watching the content today, and please do like and subscribe to support the channel. If there are any videos or any issues that you're having within Excel that you'd like to see us pick up, please let us know in the comments and we'll do our best to make a video talking you through those issues. Okay, all the best, thanks.